Virgo. Let's see if I can find it on here. I don't know why it takes me a long time to find it on here. So stupid. Hang on 1 second. What the heck? Okay. First person here. Is it Martha? Let me see. Martha X, how does the Virgo feel about me? How does the Virgo feel about me? Virgo thinks that you're loving, well-balanced, kind. May feel like there's bad karma associated with the situation, though. Thinks that there could be a little sharp energy around the situation. Thinks you're attractive, mysterious, unique, attractive, but there may be some sharpness around the situation. I don't know what that's all about, but the Empress is here. It doesn't really get better than that when you ask how somebody feels about you. Love, money, abundance, fertility, that kind of thing. I don't know what the sharp energy is all about, but that could be what's holding things up. Chapter, what does the future hold for me and the Pisces? How did he feel about seeing me? Okay. What does the future hold for me and the Pisces? Looks like the Pisces was happy to see you. Are they involved with somebody else? There's a third party here. Looks like they were happy to see you, but they may be committed somewhere else, and it may be very limited as to where this relationship can go. I don't know if this is somebody that you've known from the past, Six of Cups, going back to somebody that you used to be with. But I would say that the Pisces was happy to see you, but this relationship doesn't have a lot of long-term potential. I mean, it's not that it doesn't have long-term potential. I think this person's involved with somebody else, and I think that's where their commitment is. So if you're looking for a committed relationship, this may not be the man for you. Why'd that shut off? There we go. Chloe, me and Steven's love and future of dating at the moment. Okay, let's see. Got the Magician, the first card that comes up around this situation. The ability to manifest new opportunities with this situation. There's ambition around it, and things can move forward pretty quickly. You got a wish around this situation. It looks pretty good. There's long-term potential here. Long-term potential, definitely. Keep doing what you're doing. Looks like things are moving forward. Listen to your intuition. You're both on the same page, and you're both enjoying what's happening here. It looks good. Enjoy it. Lovely. How did landlord feel about our conversation today? How did the landlord feel about our conversation today? Not great. I don't know what the situation is. It does look like there's stability around the situation, which is positive if you want to stay there. But the Four of Wands is in reverse. The 10 of Cups is in reverse, and they may feel like they've lost money because they've got the 9 and 10 of Pentacles in reverse. Ace of Pentacles is in reverse too. I don't know what you guys spoke about, but divine guidance is guiding this situation. So if you're waiting for something to change or for something to happen, the universe is supporting that. I don't think that the landlord feels like things went their way. I don't know. I think they feel like they've lost something, or it was a financial loss for them for whatever the reason. I don't know. Maybe they have to fix something, or they have to install something, whatever it is. It's like they're looking at it like they're losing money, or they will lose money. Aphrodite, what wish will be granted for me soon? You may be going back to school or learning a new area of study. If that's something that you've been hoping to do, you may be able to make that happen. Looks like good karma comes back. And it looks like life starts to move forward slow and steady, but things are stable, or they're stabilizing. That's what I would say. Possibility of going back to school and feeling stable and grounded in the near future. Butterfly, is the story I heard about Ace at the party true? No. No. There may be a little bit of truth to it with one ace, but no. That may be something that was way blown out of proportion. Charlie, do you see engagement? No, I don't think so. What it shows here, one ace, which would be a 33% chance, which means there could be a chance that there's engagement. And it could be something that happens quickly. But I'm not getting, like 3 aces, I would say, yeah, it's happening very soon. Thing is the Fool is in reverse, which means something may need to be revealed and discussed and worked out before the relationship can get to that level. I think there's unanswered things happening here, or there's situations that need to be resolved before the relationship can get to engagement. So at this point, the chances are slim. 33% chance, it's still a chance, but you might not be there yet. Where are we? Ronnie, how will work be when I return next week? How will work be when I return next week? It looks pretty good. Like starting a new beginning, you got some good luck coming in. 9 of Cups, feeling like you got a wish around the situation. Balance, peace, serenity comes in. I think that you may have a little anxiety going back. Do you get that? You know, my brother used to call it Monday. And I worked with a woman who used to say all the time that she got that pit in her stomach on Sunday night. That's like the mild anxiety when you have to go back. That was the reason why I never wanted to take vacation time, because I never wanted Monday. But overall, I think once you get back, things are fine. It's Monday. Urieli, is there a future between me and Brandon? You know, it's kind of like, I can't say no, right? Because there's a 70% chance, yes, that there is a future, but it doesn't look like it's the easiest road, and it could be plagued with a lot of choices and a lot of heartbreak. So you may want to keep your options open, just because this may not be the easiest road. You know, it could be the choice of like going through a lot of ups and downs and being hurt over and over again and reliving a lot of like old wounds versus meeting somebody new and not having to deal with any of that stuff. I can't say that there is, I mean, there is opportunity for this situation to move forward at some point. Now there's a Sagittarius here. If this person isn't a Sagittarius, the Sagittarius may come in and be like a breath of fresh air, and you might not want to stick around for this other guy. So let's see what happens. New chapter. What can I expect next from the Pisces? The Pisces looks like things could move forward, and you may think that things are going well, but then at some point they pull their energy back, or you feel like they're not putting in enough effort, and then there's another tower moment that's on the horizon. If this is somebody that you've been with before, it looks as if you're going right back into the same kind of situation where things are good for a while, but then if they fall out of balance and a tower moment happens, and then there is a moment in time where things are really slow and maybe not much is happening, and then you could reconnect on another point. I would be skeptical to get back into this situation, only because I don't think it brings in long-term happiness. I think it brings in a lot of long-term drama over and over again. Plus, I think this person's involved or married, and that can complicate things, or it could limit where the relationship is going to go. Magic by Nini. Does Walker, his last name, like me? Okay. Does Walker like me? Yes. There are feelings here for sure. Sepia, General. Could be starting a new journey, and you have a wish. You have a wish, or this also could be an Aquarius coming in, being that it's general, you know, several different ways the cards could read. It does look like you may have a soulmate connection on the horizon. Now, if this doesn't always have to be a romantic thing, it usually is. But if it's not, it could just be a significant soulmate that comes in that helps you to move your life forward. Either way, anxiety seems to be moving into the past. Perseverance takes your life to the next level. And arguments or bickering moves into the past. Feeling like you have a long road ahead of you, but you know what? Even though there may be a long road ahead of you, it's like, it's a positive, you're on a positive road. It may take, you may feel like I'm never going to get where I have to go, but you are. So I would say enjoy the ride, but I know that it's been really difficult so far, so just kind of get through it. Because you do have changing homes. This is positive regardless. It could be upgrading a relationship. It could be changing homes, upgrading your home. It could even be an engagement at some point. Four of Wands is always positive. So the road is full of good things that are happening. It's just maybe a matter of how soon you're getting there. Or you may feel like, I'm never going to get out of here. And trust me, I get it. I get it. You know, and I just mean like get out of here as in like this whole like place, not just like physically moving from here to there. Like, I mean, like the whole life like feels like nothing is going to change. I really feel like one thing is going to change for you, and then everything else is going to start to change with it. And God, I hope that I'm right. Because lately I've been really losing my shit over here. Sepia, career. Okay, it looks like you're moving forward, moving on to greener pastures, and you have some good luck coming in. Growth and change and transformation is coming to you, but also in your professional life. You have a wish around the situation, and the hard work that you've put out into the universe is going to come back to you. You should have more than one opportunity when it comes to new jobs. You've got cause for celebration, feeling like the world is at your feet and everything should be changing for the better quickly. God help us. I keep saying it. Sepia love. Okay, growth and transformation is coming to your love life. Once again, you have the Nine of Cups, so you do have a wish. You may feel like you got a long road ahead of you, but you're no longer holding yourself back and you're starting out on a new journey. Soulmate connection comes in for sure. Got a couple of different choices that could have long-term potential. With the look, I don't like throwing around marriage or engagement around willy-nilly, you know that, but with the Hierophant and the Four of Wands, there is possibility that one of these relationships or the next relationship could lead to marriage or engagement. Feeling like things are moving forward slow and steady. Water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Air sign could come into Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Feeling successful with love. No longer feeling the weight of the world is on your shoulders and being guided by the divine. I swear to God. Being guided by the divine. Can you make it a little bit faster? Because we're waiting over here. I'm getting so annoyed. Believe me, I can understand so many people being frustrated because just in the last, I'm going to say the last 2 days, like maybe not even 2 full days, maybe the last 36 hours, I've had to deal with like 3 or 4 people in almost the exact same situation, very similar situations, and it just feels so unjust. And I swear to God, it's got to change. It's killing me. it's killing me. Ah, Sepia, me, and Ramel. You may be feeling with the Six of Pentacles that balance is coming back into the situation, or you're both going to start putting in as much as you're getting out, which is positive. It looks like Four of Cups is in reverse, which could be being offered something that would be hard to refuse. The Magician, the ability to manifest just about whatever you want here. It does look like he's here. This is the water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. It looks like you could be starting a new journey that could be quite passionate, and you both may be feeling a little bit more like, I'm not waiting around anymore. Let's move things forward. So let's see what happens. Hopefully things start moving forward pretty quickly. Auntie Charlie, do you see anything happening with Richard and I? We just met online. Okay, let's see. You know, it's possible. You might be feeling a little bit like this about him because it looks like at some points you may feel a little bit like, I don't know if you're a little disappointed or there's disappointment around it, but it looks like you guys could work through it. Whatever you found disappointing, and things out of the clear blue sky could maybe take off a little bit quicker than, you know, I don't know, there may be something disappointing. I don't know. Do you ever like, my mom met somebody, it wasn't online because this was back before online. It was like a dating service where you went to the place, you made a video about yourself, and then you went to like a video library and watched. It's like online, only like old school with VCR tapes. Anyway, she met this guy, and like on the video, she really liked him. But when she met him in person, there was something funny about him. I don't remember if like he was shorter than her. It had something to do with him, or he walked funny. I don't know. There was something, and it was disappointing. But she wound up liking him anyway, and she went out with him for a while anyhow, even though there was like a little disappointment around it. So you may feel like, it's a little disappointing, but you may be able to work through it anyway. And you could have a successful relationship with him. You got success card coming in. I would just look out for that little disappointment. Once you work past that, it seems like things could fall into place with him. Yeah. I can't remember what exactly it was with him. There was maybe he was shorter than she was, and that bothered her. I don't know. There was something. And it was something that was like superficial. but you know, you like what you like, and that's it. But anyhow, she got over it, and she dated him for a while. So yes, I do think that there is possibility for that situation to move forward. Lydia, back to no contact with Obed. That no contact's not going to last for very long. Let's see. Yeah, the love cup here is full. You know, it's like he's fighting the fact that he wants to be with you because he feels like he's not ready for a relationship, or he doesn't want to put in all that effort into a relationship. But his feelings are there, and it's going to get increasingly harder for him to fight that. You know, you can only like push that aside for so long because we're humans and we want to be in relationships and we want to connect with other people. And we don't always connect with just anybody. So he's kind of torn right now. You guys are starting a new journey and you have a wish around the situation. So you might not hear from him for a couple of days, but this no contact nonsense is going to move into the past pretty quickly because that's not really what he wants. Like, he wants to be lazy. He wants to not be responsible for a relationship. I also don't think that he wants to have emotions that he has to deal with. Like, it's very easy to not have emotions for somebody. And things get more complicated when you have real emotions. So he's like fighting with himself, but you can only fight it for so long because he knows what he really wants. So he's going to have to get his act together. And I think you probably hear from him before the end of the week. Uriali. My ex Libra is contacting my friends. Is he trying to communicate with me? What is he trying to do? Okay, let's see. Is he trying to communicate with me? I don't think he's trying to contact you, because why wouldn't he just call you? I don't know why he's reaching out to your friends. It's almost like he's trying to make you a little bit crazy. I don't know why he's playing games. But if he wanted to contact you, why doesn't he just reach out to you? I don't know why he would go through your friends. That's like the worst thing in the world to do. And anybody with any sense of anything should know that you don't go through other people. So I don't know why he's doing that. He comes up a little bit out of balance, a little bit angry, or a little bit unsure of himself, a little bit insecure, but it doesn't come through that he's looking to get into contact through your friends. And I wouldn't even trust anything that came out of their mouths because people twist things up. I don't like it. What I would do really is I would reach out to him and ask him what's going on. Because the more cooks that are in the kitchen, the more things are going to get screwed up. So the more you're hearing this from this person and that from so-and-so and this from this person, it all becomes a lot of gossip that is really gossip. I would go right to him. I would confront him about it. Why are you reaching out to my friends? What is it that you want? Because it's like he's playing games. And I don't trust anybody, especially when it comes to matters of the heart. You don't know what other people's intentions are. So I wouldn't trust anything anybody else says. I would go right to him. And that's my advice for anybody in any situation. And he's got to know that going to your friends is just going to cause trouble. It's not going to make matters better. It's going to make matters worse. Because it becomes a he said, she said game. And there is never anything that's even remotely correct in those kind of games. So I would go right to him and I would get right to the bottom of it. Either that, like that would be my number one choice. My other choice would be to tell them that you don't care, you don't want to know, and don't tell me about it. Otherwise, everybody's going to be feeding off a lot of gossip, and people get addicted to that, and people love that. So one of the two things that I would do. I would either go right to him and say, either cut the shit. What is it that you want? Those are my friends. They're not yours. If you need something from me, come to me. And if you're not comfortable with that or you just don't care, then I would tell them, don't fucking tell me. I don't want to know what he does. I don't care. And cut them off. Ronnie, I'm scared and I don't know why. I haven't been around anyone to pick up energy. What's going on? It could be the planets. These planets are doing crazy things. They keep telling you people that. Well, look, it's going to affect everybody differently. Some people are more sensitive than others, just in general. But these are hard aspects. Mars. Let me just pull the planets up quickly. Um, Mars being the planet of war, right, is now in Taurus, which isn't a great placement because Taurus is like, I want to sit on the couch, I want to be comfortable, I want to be sensible, I like the way velvet feels, right? And Mars is like the god of war. So right there, that's not a great combination. Where are the current planets? What is this? There we go. Okay, so now we've got the sun, which just conjuncted or is just about to conjunct with Saturn. They're 2 degrees off. So the sun and Saturn, which is somber, stabilizing, the father of the zodiac. So there you go. That could be, and not so much that that's going to cause fear, but it's like it's sobering. It's like this is reality. You know what I'm saying? That kind of an aspect is like he didn't call because he doesn't want to talk to you. Like that's what that is. Like that's Saturn. Whereas Jupiter is more of like, well, maybe he didn't call because he lost his phone, or maybe he's not sure if you want to talk to him. There's a lot of reasons why things happen. Whereas Saturn is like, he didn't call because he doesn't want to talk to you. Boom, right in your face, knocks you out. It's like a kick in the stomach. Then you've got Mars, which is just conjunct with Uranus. So it's like Mars, which is unhappy in Taurus, is now conjuncting Uranus, which is in Taurus, which I don't feel like that's the greatest placement for it either, because Uranus is like, I'm going to rebel. I'm going to, I'm going to do crazy things. I'm going to shave my head. I'm going to dye it purple. I'm going to do insane things. I'm going to get a crazy tattoo. And Taurus is like, I just want to kind of sit here where it feels good and maybe eat ice cream. So it's like everything right now is just, and they're explosive. Mars is hitting Uranus, which is like the god of war hits the rebel. So it's like, So I'm not surprised that you're picking up feeling fear. Another thing is like all week, I would say, be careful too with like, with being clumsy and that kind of stuff, or like hurting yourself or twisting something. That kind of stuff can happen too. Now we've got Mercury, which is at 20 degrees of Aquarius. So Mercury's starting to move past it. But Mercury was conjuncting all of this stuff too, which then is like, Mercury, I think, functions well in Aquarius, but these other planets I don't think do. The sun in Aquarius isn't the best place because Leo rules the sun and Aquarius is opposite of that. So we've had some really crazy planetary stuff that's caused a lot of chaos. I don't really think that you have anything to be extra scared about. Like, I don't think you have anything, like you're in danger or anything like that. But I think you are picking up on some of this tumultuous energy that's happening in the air. And you also could be feeling a little bit like stuck, or like that nothing has changed for the better. You may be feeling a little bit undecided, and you may feel like your ambitions kind of gone down the tubes. You know what? The best thing that I can say is that all this is going to pass. And once we get into February, especially once we get past the retrograde period, the year should start to pick up for everybody as far as like not having this craziness and explosive crap that we've been dealing with. I mean, I've seen so many things explode in the last couple of days for so many people. Butterfly. Was a woman involved in the situation with H at the party? Okay, let's see. Was a woman involved with H at the party? I don't think so. I don't think so, but there seems to be a lot of mild anxiety around that situation for a lot of people. So I don't know if things got blown out of proportion, or what happened, what they're saying happened really didn't happen. That's what's causing the anxiety. I don't think that that situation is what it appears to be. And I think it could be causing a lot of unnecessary worry for people. Jay, how do I compare to my competition with the FedEx job I applied for? Will they choose me? Will they choose me? You got a 70% chance, yes. I'm wondering if they're looking to fill more than just one position, or they're looking to hire more than one person, because it looks like they may be, there may be more than one job opening there. I think that you could get that. I also think you could get the post office job. I think that the FedEx job might come quicker and maybe easier to get into or less of a process. Head in the clouds. When am I likely to meet the Leo? The Queen of Clubs. So the Queen would be the number 12. There could be a 12 around it, like 12 days to 2 weeks. It could be 12 weeks from now. The clubs would not be until the summer. It also could be like February 12th, March 12th, something like that. New chapter. What can I expect from the Scorpio? Okay, Scorpio feels exhausted and distant. So I don't know what's going on with this person, but there will be something that comes out around the situation that needs to be dealt with before that can move forward. So this person may be in a standstill right now until they deal with this issue that they're having. It looks like they're holding themselves back and the love has run out. The love cup is in reverse. The Magician is in reverse too. So they just may be feeling very overwhelmed by this situation. And it feels like they're not doing much these days. So you might have a little time on your hands before you hear from them. My suggestion would be, if you wanted to speak to this person, I would reach out to them and not wait for them, because it doesn't look like they're reaching out anytime soon. I wouldn't expect much from this Scorpio at this point. Sister, my best friend didn't wish me a happy birthday after we got into a fight a week before my birthday because she was giving me a hard time about traveling during COVID. I deleted her from Facebook and then she blocked me. What is she thinking? She's actually thinking about things a lot. It's been on her mind. And I think that she's hoping that things go back to normal quickly, or she wants things to change for the better fast. I think that she misses you. I think that she wishes that she may be undecided about how to be an adult about things and just reach out to you and apologize for her behavior. But I think that she's hoping that you guys can get back on track and your relationship can get back into balance. Six of Pentacles. I think she's looking for the old relationship to be back. But it might be your decision at the end of the day whether or not you even want to be friends with her anymore. Sister, ever since I made the decision with the dog, my anxiety is worse. I feel emotional and worried. Is it normal or a sign I should change my mind? You know what's really funny? So many people feel like that when they're about to get a dog. It's hysterical because it's like almost like you're having a child. I worked with this girl who, she said that when she got her, she had him a long time. He was old by the time I knew her. When she got married, they got I want to say it was a Maltese or a Maltipoo, something like that. It was a little white dog. And she said she felt the same thing. She felt anxious. She felt like she wasn't going to be capable to take care of him. She was worried that she wasn't going to be a good mom. I mean, crazy, right? Because it's a dog. And then it was funny because one of my neighbors down at the end there, she's got like 3 kids. And when she got her dog, she said to me, she goes, I just got this dog. And she's like, and I'm scared to death. I'm afraid that I'm not going to be able to take care of it. Meanwhile, you got 3 kids. I think that it's normal. I do. I think it's normal. I think it's, it's like the anxiety of having to take care of something just in general. But then I also think that, it's a commitment. And that's overwhelming too. I think that your anxiety is normal. I don't really think that you're going to have trouble taking care of this dog. I don't think it's a sign that you should give the dog back. I think that once you get into your routine with the dog, I think everything's going to fall into place for you. I can't remember. Well, you know what? I did have a lot of anxiety when I first got Dylan and when I got Kayla, because my anxiety was more about leaving the dog home and it barking while I was out. And I had trouble with a couple of the neighbors with Kayla because she would bark. But what was I going to do? Like I had to go to work. I wound up having to get like a bark collar for her, which I was not thrilled about. But the dog trainer said that they're fine and that once it goes off once, the dog knows it's on and won't do it anymore. I wasn't comfortable with it, but I took his advice and it worked out. I never had to do that to Dylan though. But I think your anxiety is normal. And I think that, it's a lifestyle change and it's a commitment. I mean, the dog's going to be around a long time. So I think that that's normal. I don't think that it means that you should give it back. I mean, if you're really second guessing it because you don't want to be in that commitment or you don't want to have to take care of it, that's a different story. But as far as like having anxiety about actually getting the dog, I think that's normal. And I think most people go through that. And then once you settle in, it's like you can't imagine life without them once you have them. It's crazy. Sister, another one of my best friends and I had a falling out years ago because she came to visit me in the mindset of my heartbreak over S, and I had to leave her downtown because of the breakdown. She was my best friend for 10 years. Wait a second. All right. She came while you were in the middle of a rough time, and then you had to leave her downtown because of the breakdown. She disappeared out of my life, and then 2 years later told me that she met someone and got married and she was happy. So why does she still not want to be my friend? She was single for years, and I met someone at 38. You know what I think there? Fair weather friends. I hate to say it, but I feel like most people are like that. I really do. I feel like a lot of people are like that. I don't think that she doesn't want to be your friend anymore. I just think that, and I think that you actually could still be friends with her. Like there's the 4 of Wands, 3 of Cups, growth and transformation. And the decision there might be yours as to whether or not you want to be friends, but it would never be the same way because she's married now. So this is the kind of person that like, she wanted to get married. She finally got married and now that's where her life is. And I hate to say it, but that's what a lot of people do. Like I had that friend that I always talk about. She was single forever. And even if like me and the rest of my friends were in crazy relationships, we were at least in crazy relationships. But there was never anybody for years. And then all of a sudden, I mean, and she used to make me travel with her. Not that she made me, but I'm easy to get along with. I let her do what she wants. I let her call the shots. I was the easiest person to travel with because she had no one else. As soon as she met him, she didn't need me anymore. Could we be friends right now? I'm sure she would talk to me on occasion if I reached out to her. But to me, I feel like either you're my friend all the time or you're not. And I don't really feel like I need her right now. I feel, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like the older I get, the less I need anyone. I don't know if that's good or bad, but that's how I feel. I think that you could hear from her again, though, soon. you may decide to walk away from that situation, and you may be like, she may reach out to you again, and you might feel that like you don't really need her anymore, or you don't really care as much anymore, because you know, when someone treats you like that, sometimes it kind of, you kind of see them for who they are, and you're like, okay, well, this is all you're capable of. Like, meanwhile, in all of my crazy relationships that I had, like, my friend used to come with us all the time. When I was with Tom, we used to go out to dinner, she used to come. We used to go to the bar, she used to come. I never excluded her from anything, and I never even met the guy that she wound up marrying. I never even met him. Like, she, see ya, I don't need you anymore. You know, it speaks more about that person than it does you. I don't think that she doesn't want to be friends with you anymore because of you. I think that she just feels like she doesn't need you anymore because she has him, and that's where her life is. And I don't like that people treat each other like that, but it's unfortunate. That's how a lot of people are. I think that you're going to hear from her again, though. And that's the thing about, like, people, like, if they're in the middle of a breakdown, anyone that's ever had a situation like that that is just so painful, and when there's somebody around you that doesn't understand it, or they don't get it, or you have somebody that's rubbing the salt in the wound, it's like, like, how do you not understand how painful this is to me? And I've been in that situation more times than I care to admit, because I think for me, I just feel things much more deeper. So I love people deeper, I hurt deeper, and other people that aren't like that, they don't care. Whereas I can understand that kind of pain. So if you're having a breakdown over something, I believe that whether the other person thinks it's valid or not, they should be there for their friend. And unfortunately, I don't think that she lived up to her end of the bargain for you. So I think in long term, it's her loss, not yours, because you would have been there for her. And who knows, one day she may need you. Uriali, how does Brandon feel about me? Okay, let's see. Feels unprepared. I don't know what that's about, but that comes up as unprepared, and Hermit is in reverse. So it's like he may be being silent right now because he doesn't want to hear something, or he may know the truth, whatever the truth may be. Cares very much for you. There's no doubt about that. He thinks that you're kind, caring, loving, sincere, grounded, stable, intuitive, and unique. Maybe even a little bit mysterious. This guy. Sister, I don't see the question yet. Let me do Rasta. Can you tell me how JS the Cancer feels about me after I stopped communicating with him because of his childish behavior? Okay, let's see. He feels a little bit, well, you know what? He's unprepared too. Feels unprepared. Feels a little bit like he's been disrespected. How do you like that? He acts like a child, and then he's mad at you for disrespecting him. He also feels a little bit undecided, but you know what? Another one. He cares about you very much. He thinks that you're intelligent, grounded, stable, hardworking, well-balanced, spontaneous, adventurous or exciting, unique, attractive, and I think he's hoping that you're going to reach out to him. If you don't reach out to him, I think you're going to hear from him relatively soon. He's going to put his pride aside and reach out to you eventually. But I think he feels almost like you disrespected him. He's got some nerve. Martha, what makes the Virgo think that there is sharp energy around this situation is bad karma? So weird and confusing. Why does he feel sharp energy? Comes up again. Sharp energy. A little sharp energy around the situation. That's strange. Well, he does feel, I don't know if one of you walked away from the other. That may have something to do with it. He may feel like going back is bad karma, or going back is like there may be some kind of negativity around it. But here's what comes. You should be hearing from him out of the clear blue sky if you haven't heard from him recently. If the love cup seems like it's run out, that's going to change, because you've got success coming in around growth and transformation around this situation. Okay, Six of Cups is in reverse. So he's not looking back on the past fondly. Something happened in the past that he feels the sharp energy is connected to, and that could be the bad karma thing. It looks like the two of you could work past it if both of you are on the same page and decide to move past it. Maybe when he reaches out to you, you can get to the bottom of it or find out where things went kind of awry. He's not going to hold himself back. It might be slow and steady wins the race, but you could work this situation out. I don't know what happened between the two of you in the past, but something happened, or it's the way he perceives something to happen. Maybe it didn't happen the way he thinks it did. I don't know how long you've known him, but it looks like something that happened in the recent past has made him feel either bad karma or sharp energy, or going back to the situation would bring in, bad karma is a funny thing. Would it bring bad karma per se, or would it just bring in the same old situation but that is not there anymore? Do you know what I mean? A lot of times people feel like going back to that situation or revisiting something, it's just going to be the same thing relived. And most of the time it is. I don't know. I don't know what your relationship is with him, so it's hard for me to say exactly. Jay, you're having a Saturn return. Oh boy. So you're having a Saturn return. A lot of people feel like a Saturn return is a bad thing, but it does. No, it's not usually. It's not. Look, it's always dual-sided. But a Saturn return, under your Saturn return, you could get one of those jobs that could be a stable long-term career. So that's not necessarily a bad thing. Yeah. Do you know what degree you have Saturn in Aquarius? What the degree is? Do astrology videos? I started doing some of them. I find it that people get very overwhelmed with astrology. But thank you. Maybe I will go back to that. I think there's another one here from Sister that I haven't seen. Huh. All right. Well, as usual, if I skip anything, use purple hearts and I'll make sure to get to it. Kiki, general for me. Got a wish, put it out into the universe. Life should be changing for you quickly, for the better. It looks like you've got some good luck coming in when you listen to your intuition. You could have a fire sign, possibly a Leo comes in that brings with them success and a long-term possibility, a long-term relationship. You're about to go through growth transformation with the Death card, and you have some, this could be, I usually see this more for generally speaking as like a work relationship where you're being well compensated and also respected. Could be any relationship, but since this is general, I would say it's a work thing. You've got the world at your feet. Put out into the universe exactly what you want, because you just might get it. Uriali, I thought I was weird myself. I finally moved on and it changed my number. Now that I'm just curious, does he still care, or is he still trying to talk to one of my friends again? Okay, let's see. Is he trying to talk to one of your friends again to try to get with the friend, or trying to use the friend to get to you? I think that if you changed your number to move on, that's excellent. And I'm glad that you did that, because that's really like cutting the energy and like, I'm not dealing with this anymore. I'm moving forward with my life. I think that that's really great. So good for you for doing that. All right, let me see. Is he trying to get with one of your friends? You think that that's it? Let's ask. You know, I don't think he's really trying to get with that friend. No, I don't think so. I mean, it's possible that he is trying to use your friend to make you jealous. That may be possible. I don't think he really cares about that friend, though. And I wouldn't be surprised if your friend likes that. Like, it's doing something to her ego to tell you that he's calling her or some kind of bullshit. I would tell your friend that you don't want to know and that you don't care. And if you want to talk to him, he's all yours. See what happens. Your life is going to move forward. You've got the Empress here. Love, money, abundance, fertility. Be careful with that card if you don't want children right now. But it looks like your life is moving forward with ambition, and you're building steady, solid ground just in yourself as a person. Like knowing who you are, knowing what you're not going to put up with. That changing your phone number thing, it's, to me, it's a bigger deal than you might even think. That's a huge thing. Good for you for doing that. Because that really puts it out into the universe that it's like, I'm not dealing with this shit. You know what? Do to someone else. And that's, I think that that's really good, because the next situation that comes in, you'll be a step above that. You won't be dealing with this crap anymore. Good for you. I'm proud of you for doing that. That takes a lot of guts. Good for you. Fearless. Oh, I don't see that one. Butterfly. What does Mary Kay think of H? Okay, what does Mary Kay think of H? Okay, so the Three of Cups here is in reverse. So this could be a couple of things. Mary Kay may think that H has a third party. May want to be the third party. There could be something around the third party, or that's what she may be thinking. Might not be true, but this is what she's thinking. She may think that he doesn't hold himself back, that he's very lucky. I don't know if she, well, she may think that he's got something that's going to get revealed, or she may feel like she knows something about him. It might not be true, though. I don't know. There's a lot here that doesn't seem like it's all the truth. It looks like it's like a huge game of telephone. So the Fool in reverse is like something is going to get revealed that he's going to have to deal with around this situation, but I don't know that it's true. That's the thing. I don't know if she thinks that she's got something on him with the third party, with the Three of Cups in reverse. I would have to go with she doesn't think too highly of him at this point. That's what I'm thinking. But like I said, it seems like whatever happened at that party didn't happen the way it appeared to happen. And it didn't happen the way it appeared. And she may think that she knows something, but I don't know if she's got the truth or she's got gossip happening. Or something of that, something crazy is going on here. Jay, what will the FedEx talent agency think of me if they decide they want to meet me for an interview? They're going to think that you don't hold yourself back, that you're stable, reliable, grounded, that you're a strong character with long-term potential. Could also be that, you know, your resume may speak for itself, that you've been at that same job for so long. They may like that. Fearless. What will be the outcome connection of the Sagittarius K? Okay, what will be the outcome with my connection with the Sagittarius K? What will be the connection with the Sagittarius K? Well, at this point, I don't see a lot of long-term potential, but that just may be because you haven't gotten there yet. It looks like the moon is in reverse, so there may be an issue or a secret that has to be dealt with first before the relationship can move forward. Once you get past that, it looks kind of wishy-washy. Like the death card here is in reverse, which would indicate that there's not a lot of growth and transformation happening around this situation at this point. It may be down the road. You may have to look a little bit down the road with this Sagittarius. I don't think that anything right now is going to transpire as far as like if this is a love connection. I'm not seeing it right now. Now, if you get a little bit further down the road, it looks like he doesn't hold himself back. He's a little bit more focused and he may be putting in a little bit more effort. But overall, the lovers are in reverse. So I would say at the very best, for right now, it looks like you guys may just only be friends. I'm not seeing a whole lot of love here right now. Sorry. Sister, I always thought that she ended the friendship after she came to visit. I left her downtown the whole time. I thought that's why she cut me off. And then it turned out a few months later that she met the love of her life. I always felt guilty, like it was my fault, right? Of all people, it's so hard to believe that she never cared. And you know what? I do think that she cared about you. I don't think that that's it. I think it's just one of those things. Like this is probably what she wanted, or this is what she's been waiting for her whole life. She finally got what she wanted, and now nothing else matters as much as that. And I hate to say it, I always feel like all of your eggs in one basket all the time is just not a good thing, because shit happens. So I don't think it's because she didn't care about you. I think that that's what it is. The love of her life showed up, and that's where her energy went. I know I would feel guilty too. And I would feel like it was my fault as well, but it's not your fault. It's not your fault. Anytime a relationship, no matter what it is, goes south, it always takes two people. It takes two people to keep a relationship healthy. It takes two people for the relationship to take a turn for the worst. So it's not your fault. It does look like she's not going to hold back, and you could be hearing from her soon. I mean, I don't think that it's because she doesn't care about you or that she never did. I just think that you were more important to her when she had nobody else, which is what people do. I hate to say it, but that's what they do. It's like, here, this guy showed up, right? And she was prepared for that. He made her an offer that she wanted, and she felt success around it. So she doesn't need anybody else as much as she did right now. But life changes and things happen. And at some point, she may need you again. And, you know, then it's your choice as to, like, I know for myself, like I even said, not this Black Friday, but the Black Friday before that, I was very pregnant. And I came home from work. I can't remember. I want to say that one of my classes was canceled. Like, so I went and I taught one class and I came home, and I was so happy to just be in bed watching TV. And one of my friends called me, and she just wanted to go out. She was like, I just want to go to a pub, which was the last place on earth I wanted to be. And she's like, please, I'll buy you dinner. Please come with me. And I can't say no. I can't say no to anybody. So I just got up, I got dressed, and I went, and I met her. And it was fine. I mean, it wasn't that it was a bad night. I just would have preferred to stay home and watch TV that night. But yet I put other people's needs before mine. I don't feel like most people do that. And I feel like the only person I have to blame in that situation is myself, because why didn't I just say, no, I can't do it? But I didn't. Because that's me. That's who I am. This is what I do. And I don't know. I just feel like some people give all into all their relationships, and some people don't. Some people have healthier boundaries. And I don't think I have great boundaries. But I think that for you, blaming yourself, I would do the same thing, but I don't think it was all your fault. When you're going through one of those breakdowns, and I think most of us have been there, it's hard to see past that. It's hard to see, like, one of my friends said to me once, I always know I'm going to feel better. I always know it's going to pass. And I always felt like in the moment, I always felt like it was not going to pass. I was never going to feel better. And I was going to feel like this forever. So I don't know. I just think that, I don't think that taking on all that guilt and that it's your fault, I don't think that that is the case at all. And I don't think that she believes that it is. I understand why you do, because I would feel the same. The grief of abandonment, I know, because that's something that I got to deal with too myself. I think for like what I always say to myself with abandonment issues is as long as you have yourself, you don't really need anybody else. So you take care of your basic needs. You take care of your, you don't really need anyone else. And then I just try to look at other people like they're icing on the cake. You don't need them. It's nice to have them. It's nice for them to be around, but you don't need them. And I feel like when you don't need them so much, just like everything else, it's like then they're around more often. And dealing with abandonment, it's like always the same thing. Like, I am worthy, I'm lovable, all of those things go into it. And the people that have abandoned me, it's their loss, not mine, because I still have me. They don't have me anymore. I still have me. I think it takes time to work through that. It's not impossible though. Like you can get there. I think there is a power that comes in not needing anyone or anything. And when you get into that place, then you become the most powerful because nothing can stop you and nothing can break you down the way you've been broken down before. And I've felt like that before with myself. It's like some of the things like I think to myself that I've done in the past was just so stupid. Like, and then like I would blame myself for it. Like, why did you think things were going to be different? Why did you think that this person was actually going to care about you? Why did you think that? Because why? Because you care so much. And I would blame myself. I'm like, well, you get what you deserve. The truth is that no, you know what, they're going to get what they deserve, because someone that walks out of your life no longer has you. You still have you, and you still show up for yourself every day. So I think that the pain and the abandonment shit, I think it starts in childhood, and I think that it takes a lifetime to get through that. But just working with, no, I have me, I'm enough. I'm enough. I'm not going to abandon myself. I'm here for myself. I do what I need to do. I take care of what I need to take care of, and putting your needs first. And it sounds really stupid, but sometimes I think about it too, like when it comes to um, like taking care of things like even in the house. Like I'm like, well, why will I let this house like turn upside down? No, I have to care about myself enough to show up for myself to make things manageable. And I've been pretty good about staying on top of things here. I mean, my bedroom here looks like a cyclone hit it, but everything else looks okay, which is a big thing for me because things can kind of get out of hand. And never thought it was a big deal until like recently, where I'm like, you know what? It matters. It matters the way that I live. It matters the way I take care of myself. So starting to think a little bit more, no, I don't want to live like this. I want things to be more like this. I'm going to show up for myself and clean the bathroom, even though I don't like the bathroom. And even though I don't really care if it's messy, I'm going to show up and I'm going to clean it because I want to have a clean bathroom. It sounds really stupid, but it's little things like that that I feel has helped me with my self-esteem. I deserve better than that. I deserve to go into a clean bathroom. And it sounds really stupid, but I think it helps. I show up for myself. You don't show up for me, that's fine. I'm here for myself. It sounds corny, but I feel like it helps. And we're here. You know, like the group of us here in this chat, we're pretty reliable to one another, and we try to be supportive of one another. So we've got this at least to, even if you're not asking questions, even if you're just in the room, I still feel like you're part of it, or people are part of it. Or, you know, and the people I've noticed that have become friends through here and are like talking on Instagram. Like there's a whole world out there that you don't have to settle for less than what you're worth. You can find other people, even if they're not in your hometown. This is how far away we are these days. So, you know, I mean, I had spoken to somebody the other day in Australia, and I don't know why I found it that it's so fascinating that it was Tuesday for her and it was still Monday for me, but thought that was really funny. Anyway. Kiki, am I becoming less emotional, less emotionally driven by your thoughts? Or less, I know what you're saying. Okay. Am I becoming less emotionally driven? Yeah, you could be. Yeah. Not only that, but I think that it also could be part of you maturing as a person. And I'm wondering too about your chart. So let's just say, like your progress chart, you may be growing past some of the water, and you may be growing more into fire, possibly. That could be why, but I think it's also part of you maturing as a person. You're being a little bit less driven or overcome by your emotions. Um, Sonia, I had a supposed friend disappearing just like that, blocking me and other friends from social media and numbers also. We knew 5 years later that she got married. Ah, interesting. Why do you got to block people for just because you got married? Right? I don't get that. Jay, that's the only air sign that's in your chart. So funny because I'm all air and I have like nothing in earth signs. Cake. Is the Aquarius wanting to leave this connection for good? Okay, let's see. No, I don't think so. No, they may be disconnected from their intuition. They may need to slow down, or they may be slowing down, but want to leave it for good? I don't think so. UAF, general about what happened today. Okay, let's see. Okay, I have no idea what happened today, but this is what the cards show. You may be feeling disrespected by someone with the Six of Pentacles in reverse, or you could feel like you're putting more into the situation than you're getting out of, whatever it is. It does look like things may be at a slow down, and you may be pulling your energy back and not putting any more into the situation. But you do have a wish around the situation, and over the long term, it's possible to work things out. It does look like taking some time for rest, relaxation, recharging your batteries would give you a clearer eye on what's going on. Stability comes in. Empress, love, money, abundance, fertility. Be careful with that card if you don't want children. You may be feeling like walking away from this situation, and walking away temporarily would be fine, but I think there's unfinished business here, and I think that things could work themselves out in the near future. I would say maybe sometime next week. But I don't know the whole situation, so that's the best I can really do. I think that at the end of the day, if you take a little time or you take a moment away from the situation, things will improve. With not much, you don't have to put much effort in to make that happen. UAF, what is my partner thinking and feeling? Feels like he's being guided by the divine, or he could feel like if he doesn't have to do all that much for things to work out fine. Like this is the way things are supposed to be, or everything is fine, or everything will be fine. It looks like he thinks that the Chariot is like things are moving forward fast, or things will be moving forward fast. Communication comes in and things change for the better out of the blue. He might be, I mean, he loves you very much. The love cup is full, and he may be wanting to start a new beginning with you, or he may want to start a new journey with you of some type. He may be feeling a little bit burdened by this situation, or if there's something that happened today happened with him, he may be feeling weighed down by the weight of the world. He may also feel like he needs to make a choice or a decision, but ultimately he feels like things are going to work out, and that he's going to make it to the top of the mountain, and that he's being guided by the divine. Which, half of me likes the guided by the divine, but the other half of me feels like that's sort of like the lazy way out. Like, oh, things will be all right. Things will work themselves out. I think they will work themselves out, but it would be nice if he was a little bit more proactive about it. Butterfly, does Mary think that H is cheating on O? Okay, let me see. Oh. Yes, I do think so, yeah. That he's cheating, or that he did cheat, or that he would cheat, or that he's untrustworthy, yes. Butterfly, what are K's current feelings towards H? K's current feelings towards H. Maybe feeling very hurt by him. Could be dealing with some hurt. Definitely cares very much about this person, feels that this person is strong, creative, stable, sincere, loving, kind, attractive, intuitive, has a lot of respect for this person, and has a wish around the situation. But they may be dealing with a serious wound or a big hurt. Jay, would I be pleased with the money at FedEx Express? I think you will be, yeah. Yeah, it looks like they paid pretty well, and they may even give nice raises. Jay, out of both the jobs I applied for, which company will reach out to me first? FedEx or the post office? FedEx. Post office. Post office comes up quicker. I don't know. I feel like maybe you'll hear from the post office first, but I feel like you could get the job at FedEx faster than you could the post office. Kiki, time frame when I meet the Leo. Could be sometime this spring. I would say this spring up until the month of June. I mean July. Like that would be the time frame. Anytime between the end of March and July. Ashley, will I hear any good news about my appeal for unemployment? Okay. Will good news come in about the unemployment appeal? Yes, I think so. I think that you're going to get it. Oh, Jay, you're pretty well balanced. You're pretty well balanced. That's nice. I got 7 planets in air signs. 1 water and 1 fire, but my moon is on fire. And I have no earth. It's crazy. UAF spirit cards. The 2 of Earth. Too much going on at once, the need to make a decision. Consider a more playful approach. The Knight of Fire. Passionate, adventurous, self-assured, and restless. Sudden event that needs immediate attention. Time is of the essence. Think things through carefully. The World. Archangel Michael. That's a good one. A job well done. Joy, contentment, and gratitude. Path towards enlightenment. UAF, just because, oh God, thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you. Inez, love for the next 3 days. Love for the next 3 days. happiness coming in, possibly around a new love interest. You got a wish too. Damn. It looks like things move forward slow and steady, but they could be stabilizing around a love interest. It could be an earth sign that's coming in, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. It also looks like you have an Aries here and a Cancer. But something could move forward significantly in the next couple of days. Good for you. Kiki, should I be nervous on the 25th? Somebody else asked about the 25th. What's going on the 25th? Was it you that asked? Otherwise, somebody else did. All right. Should I be nervous on the 25th? It looks like no matter what I say, you're going to be nervous. So just take a big deep breath and exhale. Just whatever it is, let it go. Let the chips fall where they may. I want to tell you not to be nervous, but it looks like your anxiety is going to get the best of you. But you know what? Whatever it is, it's not nearly as bad as it seems, and it looks like you move forward from it. Brenda, why hasn't Bobby reached out to me? You know, you got the Page of Swords in reverse. He probably isn't going to reach out in the near future. It looks like he could be worried about money. He's got worry about money. He also may have like a business thing happening here with the Three of Pentacles. Five of Pentacles is being worried about money. Hermit is in reverse. He may think he did something wrong, or he may think that you're mad at him, and he might not want to hear it with the Hermit in reverse. I wouldn't expect to hear from him anytime soon. So if you want to hear from him, I would reach out to him. Hermit in reverse. He may feel like you're going to give it to him if he reaches out to you. I don't know what went on between the two of you, but Hermit in reverse is like, I'm not going to say anything because I don't want to either hear I told you so or be told that I'm wrong or incorrect or whatever. So I would reach out to him if you want to speak to him. Megan, love. Any anxiety that you may have been having about love is going to move into the past. Moving forward, things should change for the better quickly. If you're not with anyone right now, you've got a Capricorn coming in. You also have another earth sign coming in. Another Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. It looks like if you are in a relationship, things may be a little bit slow and steady, but they are moving forward. Feeling prepared for a new love interest to show up. You may be feeling like your ship you're waiting for your ship to come in. Ship's coming in. If you're not with anyone right now and have no interest, you got earth signs coming in. There's also Sagittarius that could be interesting coming in. Jay, where is it? Oh, there we go. I really want the FedEx job. What type of luck do I have in getting it? I think you could get it. I think you could get both those jobs. You're going to get that. Yeah, I think you're going to get FedEx. I think you will. Butterfly, is H being faithful? Oh. Yeah, I think so. TD, general for the next 2 days. Over the next 2 days, you may be walking away from something or someone that no longer serves you. You may feel like the situation either has run its course, or you felt unsuccessful, or you're just over it. It looks like you could have a new love interest entering in the next 2 days, or rekindling a current relationship or current interest or whatever it is. That's positive. And that might have nothing to do with what it is you're walking away from. Could be a water sign that's around that's significant. Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. You may be looking back on the past and like thinking, it was not as good as I remember it to be. Whatever, let it go into the past. Got some good karma coming in. A Libra may show up. It looks like life starts to move forward quickly. A Cancer may be around, and you're being guided by the divine. Next couple of days look pretty good. Tibet love. Love cup here is full. Got success coming in around love. You got a couple of opportunities. You got a Sagittarius coming in. Got an earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. You have an Aquarius. You might also have a Libra. Jesus. Soulmate connections all over the place. Happiness comes in around your love life, but you may want to continue to explore your options before you decide to settle down with one person. You've got good luck. Love life moves forward. It looks like you're putting a lot of effort into making good choices or exploring options. Plus, you got the Magician here, which means you can manifest new people to, new opportunities to come up, which I think is a good thing. Good for you. Tibet, when will I see the Aquarius again? Oh, it could be soon, like sometime within the next 7 days. Like maybe, I'm going to say a week to 10 days. Let's give it that. 7 to 10 days. Nav, what are Ammon's actions towards me for this upcoming week? Hermit is in reverse, so he may be quiet for some or most of the week. But then that energy should shift at some point. So maybe towards the end of the week, Hangman's in reverse, and you may hear from him. It looks like he's either feeling burdened by the situation or he's feeling burdened by life. That may be why you're not hearing from him. I think that you'll probably hear from him closer to the end of the week. Miak 503, what's coming towards me in the near future? Got a Capricorn coming in that may be of significance. It also looks like you have the Magician, which is the ability to manifest new opportunities. Focus on what you want more of, not what you want less of. No longer waiting for your ship to come in, listening to your intuition. Intuition is heightened. If you have a wish, put it out into the universe. Feeling like the hard work you've put into your finances or career is going to come back to blossom. Stepping into your own personal strength. I see it. Will my ex-A reach out to me? Yes, but it's going to take time. I wouldn't sit around waiting. I would keep your options open because it may take time before you hear from this person. DPC, insights to my marriage situation. What's he thinking and what's he thinking of me? Will he be opening up to me soon? So are you already married to this person? Will he be opening up to me soon? He does think that you're kind, caring, sincere, grounded, stable, down to earth, and you should start to get a little bit out of him in the near future. Knight of Swords, communication comes in quickly out of the clear blue sky. You may not even have to do much of anything, and he just may start to open up a little bit over the next couple of weeks. Vicky, general for the next week. Life seems to change for the better quickly with the Eight of Wands. Feeling like the world is at your feet and feeling like any burdens that you were carrying around are starting to slip off your shoulders. It looks like you may have a decision to make around finances or work or financial something or other. Not the biggest of deals, but you're going to have choices. Could be a Capricorn that may enter that could be of significance. It also looks like anxiety moves into the past. And feeling like you're in touch with your intuition, letting your intuition guide you. You got the Empress here. Love, money, abundance, fertility is on the horizon. Be careful with that card if you don't want children. Loso, will I receive financial abundance soon? Yes, you should. Okay, this could be a side business or something that you're doing that's all your own. Being focused on this seems to bring in growth and transformation around your finances, and finances seem to bloom quickly. Yeah, I think that things are going to take off for you maybe within the next couple of months. Lozo, I keep seeing 1, 4, 3 for months now. What does this message mean? What does 1, 4, 3 mean? Love is on the horizon, and so is strength. Love and strength are coming in. It also looks like reciprocation. So 6 of Pentacles, any situation where you're putting in exactly what you're getting out. It looks like 1, 4, 3 for you means either rejuvenating a love relationship, finding new love, love is blossoming, stepping into your own personal strength, and getting what you're giving, which is excellent. Sister, this feeling of abandonment may also be the feeling of unworthiness, especially with all my friends have found love and moved on, and it feels like I'm standing still and I don't deserve the love they found. My mom, when I told her today, said, you got to get online dating, but I have for over 10 years. That friend of mine met her husband, who was the biggest hermit I know. You know, I think that online dating is not for everyone, but I told this story before. My friend's sister was a serial online dating. I mean, every website that you could, that they offered, she was on every one of them for like 20 years. I mean, she always had a date. There was always something going on. Nothing ever transpired with anything online. Nothing. In the 20 years, she did have 2 relationships with 2 different guys who she didn't meet online. Neither one of them worked out. Whatever happened, moved into the past. She wound up getting married to somebody who she didn't meet online. But at the end of the day, she got married, right? And she was older. She's older than us. I don't know how much older, but I'm going to say that when she got married, she was probably around 40, maybe 45. I don't know. I don't remember. But, you know, the kind of thing where you feel like it's never going to happen. It's never going to happen. It's happened for everyone else. What's wrong with me? Um, and then, and she, I mean, you had to give it to her. Like she was on those websites going through everything constantly. She had a lot of dates with like, where she would think that this guy was like her boyfriend and they were exclusive. And then she would come to find out that he was still online dating. So there was a lot of that. Um, and then my other friend was the hermit. She was the one that she never went out with anyone. She was never interested in anyone. Nobody was ever interested in her for years. She was, both of those girls were my friend's older sisters. So they were a couple of years older than us. And she was, I want to say maybe she was 5 years older than me. And she broke up with her boyfriend before I knew, but like I knew her, but she wasn't my friend, so I didn't live through that with her. I think she was either 22 or 24 when they broke up. I want to say she was 22, and I don't think that she met her husband until she was 36. That's a long time to be single. That's a long time to be single. And talk about feeling like nothing was ever going to change. That was her. But then she met someone and then she wasn't even sure. She's like, I don't even know if I like him. And her mom was like ready to book the chapel because she was like so happy that she was dating anybody. I mean, it could have been Oscar the Grouch. She wouldn't have cared. She just was wanted her to date anybody. um, I don't know. I think it's a combination of things. Sometimes I feel like the harder you look for it, the you're not going to find it. And then other times I feel like, well, at least if you're putting your energy out there, like for the girl that was with the online dating, okay, maybe nothing ever transpired for her, but she always had something going on. She was never sitting around like the hermit was. But neither one of them got anywhere really until their time came. So could it have something to do with that? Maybe. I don't, maybe their time just came. Like my mom used to always say, every pot has a cover, and then she would say, your day will come. Like I would hear that all the time, your day will come. But I think a lot of it has to do with, like you said, feeling unworthy, and like what it is that we put up with and what it is that we settle for, going back to way back when. I know I told this asshole stupid story a long time ago, but I think it's significant only because X amount of years later, I still think I feel like this. I had a crush on this kid in junior high. He was in my math class. His name was Josh. He was a twin. And I remember like we sat in like the same row, but like not next to each other. He was across the room. And I remember having a dream that he liked me too, and that we were going to be boyfriend and girlfriend, and we were in seventh grade. And I remember in the dream being on the phone with him and him saying, oh, we could do homework together or whatever. And then I remember saying in the dream, we can have lunch together. And he, in the dream, said to me, no, we can't have lunch together. And I was like, oh, okay, then we won't have lunch together. So stupid, but it just goes to show you that back then when I was 13, in my head, I was willing to not settle for exactly what I wanted. And I seemed to carry that through my whole life. Well, like, oh, okay, so you don't want to have lunch with me? Okay, that's fine. Like, why can't I just be like, no, look, this is what I want, and this is what I'm willing to put up with. But for some reason, I was always willing to settle for a little bit less than I deserved and a little bit less than I wanted. And I feel like that really is what gets reflected back in our lives, the unworthiness, or, oh, okay, if you don't want to have lunch with me, then you can. I mean, listen, the dream was better than reality. I don't even think I had a conversation with him. So at least I had a dream where something happened in the dream. In reality, nothing happened. So, but I think a lot of that's coming out in the subconscious while we're dreaming. We're playing that out in life. Like, okay, I'll settle for, I'll settle for the little bit of breadcrumbs that you give me. Okay, all right, okay, that's okay. I'm not going to make a big deal. This is better than nothing. No, it is nothing. You know what? I deserve better. I think, you could be very frustrated spending all that time online dating and not getting anywhere. Half of me feels like, well, hey, at least it's out there. At least you're putting it out there and you're putting out into the universe that I'm open to it. So I think that that's helpful. but sometimes I think he could suck the life out of you. And you also have to be careful with who you meet online, because I had a friend of mine, a gay friend of mine, who used to say, he was like, Danny, you know how many dates I've gone on where at the end of the night, the guy puts his wedding ring back on and goes home to his wife. And I'm like, that's, as if we don't have enough problems. But he's like, that's what happens. He's like, I don't know what to tell you. He's like, you have to be careful with what goes on online. I don't know. Anyway, I'm just going to go over these cards and see what comes up. Divine timing, the first card around you. When it's ready, it'll happen. The two of you, you will not hold yourself back, and things will fall into place. You know, it's like, I feel like you have a lot to offer. I feel like you're unique, and you're got a very strong soul, like very empathetic, very easy to connect with someone, easy to give more than you get. And that may be something that you struggle with, but it looks like you do have a grounded, stable relationship coming in, with the love cup being full, and good karma is coming back to you. Could be a Libra, but it looks like it's all about divine timing. Trust me, I totally understand how you feel, because I've been there too, where every one of my friends got married, and nobody even wanted to look at me. I remember, oh, this is terrible. I remember walking down, we were at Wildwood. It was my friend, my friend, and then her sister, the serial online dater. Three of us went to Wildwood. And you know how, like, these guys that they try to get you to play the games? Well, this guy came out, and he like offered my sister, my friends and her sister, like free tries. But I was like standing there like I was invisible, like, hello. And I remember thinking, am I really invisible? Do people just really not see me? I mean, would you offer that to 2 out of 3 people? It was like I wasn't even there. And that's really how I felt. And I feel like I've spent most of my life feeling invisible. But I think that for you, it's all going to come down to divine timing. If you wanted to do the online thing, I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I think it's fine. But if you feel like I've already put too much energy into it, I think you're still going to meet someone even if you don't do that. And things may just fall into place, like when you turn a corner one day. And I hate saying that because it sounds like my mother. Your day will come. And who wants to hear that? But I think your life is going to move forward, and I think that you have a lot to offer somebody, and I think that somebody is going to show up that truly appreciates the kind of person you are, and not the people that have been taking you for granted for all these years, friends and men or relationships. But it sucks when you feel like that, because I felt like that before too. I felt like that before, but then I've also seen it from the other side, where I'm like, sometimes I see where the way marriages function, and I'm like, you know what? I'm kind of glad that I'm not married. So, I mean, I've seen it from both angles, but I totally hear you. Jay, if I get an interview with FedEx, what will the interviewer think of me? Talking loud and trying to boast myself up, act like this when I'm in competition mode. I think that it's going to think that you're well prepared. The sun's going to come out, which is going to bring in happiness. And I think that you're going to have choices. You got being guided by the divine, or coming to a crossroads with the Judgment card. You could feel like I'm coming to a crossroads here, where you may have to make a decision whether you wind up at the post office or wind up with FedEx. I think that you're leaning more towards FedEx at this point. Jay, love update. Okay, you've got success coming in, feeling like I've made it to the top of the mountain with a soulmate connection. The world is at your feet. Oh, you could have a Libra coming in. That may be new energy. I don't think that we've seen a Libra, huh? You have a wish that comes in when you listen to your intuition. Fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Happiness comes in when you no longer hold yourself back. Well, we don't know what sign the quiet girl is, right? Maybe it's her. You're going to have choices. Good God. You're going to have choices around jobs and choices around love. Good for you. Listen to your intuition. Being guided by the divine could bring an offer that would be hard to turn down with a little bit of an adventurous type. Watch that quiet girl be a little out of control. You know what they say about the quiet types. I think you're going to have opportunities, and I think that there could be a Libra showing up if that quiet girl isn't a Libra. We got to find out what her birthday is. All right, let's see. Oh, you got a test. Kiki, you'll do fine. You'll do fine. I'm looking here for someone I haven't gotten to yet. How about Elsa? Will my ex Flirt Wallace come back? Will my ex Flirt Wallace come back? You know, that you do have a possibility for him to come back, but there's a lot of anxiety around it, and it looks like it's a little bit down the road. I would keep your options open because somebody else may be coming in quicker. Maybe an earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. I wouldn't sit around waiting for him. Sonia, how would ML feel and think about me carrying my PhD and teaching in the same department as him? It may throw him out of balance. Or he may feel, I don't know if he would feel competition with you. I don't know if he thinks that you're better than him or you're smarter than him. He may feel a little competition. Huh. You may kind of throw himself, it may knock him off balance. He might not be thrilled about it. Not because of you, but because like he may feel that you are going to outshine him. That's too bad for him. Julia. Oh, I don't see a question yet. Hang on. How about Noreen? Why he doesn't contact me, and will he contact me, and when? I would keep your options open. It looks like communication is not coming in right now. He's the hermit. You got cause for celebration that comes in around being at the right place at the right time when you meet a new love connection that could be like a wish that comes true with an earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. I wouldn't wait around for this person. It doesn't look like communication's happening anytime soon. Um, about Angel. How's Elisa feeling for me today? Also, is she still here in Brenham? I haven't seen her since Thursday. Let's see. I think she is still there. She thinks that you're ambitious, strong, caring, and kind. I think that she's still in that town. And I think that things may be a little bit stuck right now. I don't know if you're going to hear from her because the hangman is here. So you may feel, or she may feel like things are just stuck right now where they are. But I think that she's in that town. Anybody here that I haven't answered for yet? Sun strength. Hang on. Let me go all the way down. The energy with AR towards me. The energy around AR and you is feeling prepared for love. I don't know what your situation is, but that could be really positive coming up in the near future. Love Leo, what does the future hold with this Libra? What does the future hold with this Libra? Things could move forward with that Libra. Could be starting a new journey. Things can move forward pretty quickly. I would be prepared for things to take off like out of the clear blue. Jay, will FedEx offer my competition the job or me? Will FedEx offer me the job over my competition? Yes, I think you're going to get it. Yeah, I think you're going to get it. I think that they're going to think that you're well prepared and that you have I think that being at your current job for a long time like that is going to work well for you. It's going to serve you well. Jamie, love in February for Alloy and I. Sun can come out over this situation. You may feel like you've made it to the top of the mountain and that you could breathe a sigh of relief. It also looks like you're no longer waiting for your ship to come in. Your ship's coming in. The relationship can strengthen and it can move forward before the end of February. Not bad. We made friends with the volleyball Wilson. It was Wilson. I got so upset when Wilson got washed away there in the ocean. That got me fucking upset. I'd never watched that whole movie. I don't want to see it. I don't want to watch anything that's going to make me cry. Idolist TV. Did I ruin things with PJ or should I reach out? Should I reach out to PJ? Yeah, I would. You know, even if you think that you screwed things up, I don't think there's anything wrong with reaching out and saying, hey, look, I'm sorry. I screwed up. Can we talk? I would reach out if it means that much to you. Oh, Sonia, he's going to be jealous of you. Yeah. Tell him to go scratch. Anybody else here that I didn't get to? Oh, you're welcome. Otherwise, yeah, Wilson, my friend, you know, the one that, the one that didn't date anyone forever. She used to always say that she was going to make a Wilson, and that was going to be her husband. All right, let me get to the moderators, and then I can wrap things up, and I'll be back on tonight probably around 10. Updated love reading for Zara. Your love life can change for the better quickly. Empress, love, money, abundance, fertility. Be careful with that card if you don't want kids. There's maybe a Leo that comes back from your past that could be looking to either rekindle things or whatever. I don't know. You may be over that situation. Divine guidance is coming in. Water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Looks like that Aquarius is here. A Virgo shows up that's offering a lot of respect. And once lockdown lifts, you may be having a couple of different people that are going to want to see you in person. It could be the Aquarius. It could also be a Virgo and possibly water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Yeah, Brandy, you could close him out. Thanks. Mel, love reading between Phil and Kentha. Anna, that's such a great picture of you. I mean, it's kind of small. I can hardly see it, but it looks like it's a fabulous picture. Okay, love reading between Phil and Kentha. It looks like it's a little bit up and down. So first it looks like somebody may be putting in lack of perseverance, which may make somebody else feel like they're done or they want to move on with their life. There's a wish around the situation, so it is possible for them to rekindle things, but it doesn't look like it's real probable because it looks like there's a lot of indecision, and divine guidance may be bringing in a new partner for one or both of them. Earth sign comes in around him, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. Water sign comes in around her. It could be a Pisces. They may be thinking, and there may be a lot of contemplation over what's going to happen with their relationship. I think it might be a matter of time as to whether or not they may be thinking like, the relationship has kind of run its course. I'm not seeing a whole lot of love between the two of them, you know? There's some sharp energy around them and some decisions that are going to need to be made. I don't know if they are going to last the test of time. Brandy. How does T take it when what I said to him on Friday? Or how does T take it what I said to him on Friday? I may have been a little bit hurt by it. I don't know what you said to him, but he may have taken it a little bit. He may be a little hurt by it. Could have thrown him off a little. Could have a little sharp energy around it, and he may feel like he needs to make a choice now or a decision. That's all right. Hierophant. What made Indy stop talking after opening up this week? Okay. I wouldn't really take anything personal that goes on this week with these crazy planets. There could have been a lot of nasty stuff that happened. Let's see. She may feel either a little bit vulnerable right now. She also may be feeling like there's a long road ahead of her. She also may be feeling that once she opened up, now she's feeling a little bit unstable and vulnerable. Ultimately, what I think is going to happen is the two of you are starting a new journey. So I think communication comes back in. I think that she could come back with an offer that would be hard to turn down. But then you guys may decide to take things slow and steady wins the race, because she just may not be ready to dive in head first, especially emotionally. She doesn't look like she's really ready for heavy emotions, but she's not going to be holding herself back, and you should be hearing from her and seeing good progress this week. So whatever happened last week, I think it blows over pretty quickly, and your relationship with her moves forward, or at least gets back to normal. Anna, does Vince really want to be my man and really into? Does Vince really want to be my man? Yes, he does. Yeah, he does. 70% chance, yes, he's looking for the relationship to strengthen. I think that he's legit for the most part. It's going to be your call. See how you feel. All right, guys, I'm going to go take a break. I'll be back on tonight around 10. And if anybody needs anything, feel free to email me. Otherwise, I'll see you guys tonight at 10. Thank you all so much. Have a nice afternoon. Bye-bye. Afternoon, what time is it? It's 5:30. Have a nice evening. Well, maybe it's afternoon where you are. I'll see you guys later.